Hi, my friends. I hope that you had a great time on your spring break. Mrs. Hoffman had a good time. I did some relaxing, I did some reading, and just spent some time taking walks, and so it was really fun. I hope you had a good time too. I missed talking to you. So, today's Monday, and we're back at school on the computer. So, we're still going to be talking about what kinds of things do scientists do. And we are also going to talk a little bit today about what good readers do. Good readers are always thinking about the things that they read. They're thinking about different parts of the books that they read, the information that they get, or the story. So today we're going to be talking about two things that good readers think about when we're reading. The first thing we're going to talk about are the details in a story or a poem or an information book. So, details are the small bits of information that tell about the main idea of a story. So, that is the details, the little parts that tell us about the main idea of a story. And the main idea of a poem or a story or an information book is what it is mostly about. So today we're going to talk about the details in a story that we read last time we had school, and we're going to talk about the main idea. So remember, the details are the small bits of information that tell about the main idea of the story, and the main idea is what the story is mostly about. So we're going to look at the book that we read last time. What is Science? And this was a book, but it's really a poem. And the poem tells about all the things that science is. And there were some rhyming words, and there were lots of good pictures that gave us some ideas about the details and the main idea. So, we are going to first we'll look at the story again, and we'll talk about some of the parts and remind ourselves just a little bit about this story. It says, what is science? So many things. The study of stars and Saturn's rings. So on these pages, it tells us the details are telling us that science is the study of stars. Science is the study of rocks and geodes and stones and dinosaur fossils and old chipped bones. So on these pages, the details we're getting is that science, the pictures are showing us that science is children who are studying rocks and stones and dinosaur fossils and old chipped bones. So the details are science is many things. Science is studying rocks and fossils and old bones. The study of soil and oil and gas. So, some more details that we're learning, that science is the study of soil or oil and gas. So the book is giving us some ideas of what science is in the details. Science is studying the sea and the sky, seeds and grass. Those are called details, and they give information about what our story is about. Science is also about weather, wind, and hurricanes that blow, volcanoes, tornadoes, earthquakes, and snow. So these are all details that tell us about the main idea of our story, which is, what is science? Here are some more details. Science is the study of trees. That's a detail of our story. Science is the study of butterflies and honeybees. So science is all these things, and these are still details. Science is the study of glaciers and geysers, clay and sand. So these are the details of our story. They're telling us what the study of science is. Of mighty mountains and rolling land. So when we study the mountains and the land, that is science. When we study trains and planes, that is science. When we study the earth, the sky, we question how, where, when, and why. We wonder, we hunt, and explore. Those are all things that are part of science. When we study rivers and tombs of kings, that is science. What is science? Science is so many things. So the main idea of our story is that science is many different things, and all the details in our story told us the many things that science is. So let's look again. The details are the small bits of information that tell about the main idea of a story. The main idea is what a poem, story, or informational book is mostly about. So we learned about details today, and we learned about the main idea. Good readers are always thinking about those things. So we're going to fill out a web. This is called an information web. And some of your big brothers or sisters or your moms and dads might know about this. Mrs. Hoffman's got lipstick on her teeth, sorry. This is called a web, and it's going to be a way that we're going to talk about the things about what is science. So I want you to get a piece of paper. Mrs. Hoffman gave you some paper in your packet, so you can get one of those pieces of paper. You can stop the video and get a piece of paper, and you can use a marker or a pencil. So stop the video if you need to. And you're going to draw a circle in the middle of your paper, and you're going to write the word science. S-C-I-E-N-C-E. Write the word science in that middle circle. Then you're going to draw some lines with circles attached to the lines, and we're going to write some things that science is that we learned from our story. So when we're talking about what is science, we study things in science, and we learn and we question. And so we're going to write underneath science right here, we're going to write the word study. Because in science we study and we learn about things. So I want you to write the word study below science. That means when we are talking about science, we're talking about studying things, learning about things. And we're going to ask questions. So I want you to put a question mark there. When we're talking about science, we study, we learn, we ask questions, and we try to learn about ideas we might have. So in our story, we learned some things that science is the study. On this page, science is the study of what? Rocks, dinosaur fossils, and bones. So we can put that on our paper. We can write rocks and fossils and bones. If you have some different words that you would like to put, you can. So Mrs. Hoffman wrote rocks because science is studying rocks. Science is studying fossils. Science is studying bones. You can stop the video anytime you need to, friends. On this page, we saw that science is studying the sea and the sky and seeds. So let's write sea, sky, and seeds. The sea, the sky, and the seeds are also things that we can study. So you can write sea, sky, and seeds in one of your circles. If you need to stop the video, go ahead and stop it. I'm going to keep going. Okay, one of the other pages showed us that science is about weather. We can study wind and hurricanes and snow and rain. So I'm going to write weather in one of our circles. Science is studying weather. One of the last things that our book told us about, studying how things are built, the power of trains, how planes fly. So we can study trains and planes. That is science. So I'm going to write the word trains and planes. If you can think of some more things from our story or some things that you have thought about that science is, you could make some more circles. So when we learn about something new, we can put that new idea or thing we're learning about in the middle in a circle. And then these are, the main idea is science, and these are details about science, things that we know that science is. We found out that science is studying rocks and fossils and bones. Science is studying the sea, the sky, and seeds and how things grow. Science is studying the weather. Science is studying trains and planes. If you can think of some more things that you would like to add, you may add those after the video is over. So we learned about details. We learned about the main idea. The main idea of our story was science. These are the details about the things we learned that science is. So good readers are always thinking about what they read, and they're thinking about ways that they can write about what they've read and ways to put their ideas down. So save this paper so that I can see it someday when we're together again. Nice work, my friends.